actually took a little bit bigger seam allowance on this because I like to top stitch the sides. It's tricky. I should have top stitched before I did the second side, but I forgot. So I'm just gonna have to fight with it a little bit more on the one side instead of just on both sides instead of just on one side. Okay, so I'm gonna open up my bag as much as I can, stick my handles down in there, and as you can see, I have the seam allowance clipped, and I'm just going to start at the top, and I'm going to move things out of the way as I go. Stitch length of 5, and I'm right up against that seam allowance. It is tricky. You're going to have to make sure things move. I sew inside bags all the time. Just go slow and do the best you can. It gets tricky once you get inside the bag further. I'm constantly reaching underneath the bag, to make sure that the seam allowance is open. I could use double-sided tape, but I am not a fan. All right, so let's give it a go. Because I do not have a walking foot, I am pulling this a little bit, just because of having the bag be in such an awkward state. I don't want my stitches to get too close together. Anytime I'm moving anything out of the way, my needle is in the down position. Otherwise, I could end up pulling and then having extra thread, and it just won't look right. Keep things as flat as you can at the seam. And I keep squishing it down, checking the underside. Opening it up. I can actually, from this top side, I can feel the seam, so I know it's open. Okay. And just keep your handles out of the way. I'm almost to this bottom center. Let's see if I can get you at a better angle. It's tough to open this up, I'll admit. So it would have been easier if I had done the one side before I sewed up the other side. But oh well, I'm used to this. Okay. And what I do is I pivot and sew across. I don't want to back stitch again. Okay, just flatten everything out. There we go. Back in alignment. It's always easier on the way up. Just keep it straight, keep it flat, feel for your seam allowance. I can feel it. This makes a really nice added touch on the sides of the bag. I don't do the bottom. I found that it's not necessary to do the bottom. I suppose you could. But then which side do you do? Do you do the side, the vertical side? And then instead of back stitching again, which I should have done this before, but I didn't. Instead of back stitching here, I'm just going to turn and go in. Oops, I didn't have my needle down. So instead of back stitching, I'm just going to go sideways, and that is not going anywhere. That's going to be caught in the binding. So I should have done that here. I should have started here, gone here, and then down, and then back up and around, and then they would have crossed over each other. So I'll do it on this side, and I'll show you how I do it. Sometimes I forget, and I usually do it just on one side. All right, so let's open up the other side. I always clip it just to help get a good start. And I'll clip the bottom. There we go. Okay. I want to check my bobbin. I know my bobbin was not super full, but I hate running out of bobbin when I'm doing top stitching, because that just is tough. Okay, we're good. Bring my thread back up. There we go. Okay. The other side. I got one done. Okay. Oh, I said I was going to do my little trick, so let's do that. So I'm going to start actually on the other side. I will go across the seam. And then I don't have to backstitch. But I want to make sure I'm in a good position when I get to the side that I'm going to do. There we go. Okay. There we go. That'll make it nicer looking as well. Okay, slow start. Flatten it out. Make it do what you want it to do. There we go. I can still feel my seam allowance, so that's good. See how it wants to bunch up? Just keep flattening it. There we go. Little at a time, don't rush it. I'm just flattening. Unfortunately, the back's getting in the way. Okay. There we go. Oh, I hope that wasn't a wonky stitch. Reaching underneath again. It's good. Okay. There, we're almost to the end. I'm going to go ahead and pull the clip off, as I have room to go straight shot. Not having to stop. There we go. Okay, turn, go across the seam. Actually, let's back that up just a little bit. I don't want my seam allowance to be bigger on this side coming up. And again, this is the easier portion, is going back out. Don't rush it though. You want it to look nice and even. Feel the seam allowance, it's good. Oftentimes I find that the second side just kind of stays at that point once the first side is done. There we go. Okay. I don't necessarily want to go in this same line to put extra holes next to existing holes, but if I can get into an existing hole, that's even better. Here we go, and that's it. No backstitch needed. Okay. So I have not boxed the corners yet, but I'll go ahead and turn it right side out for you. Beautiful. That looks awesome. That looks great. In my opinion, totally worth the muscle.